Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. A little bit of a weird impromptu video for you guys. I'm actually on my way to North Dakota, but I'm stuck in Minneapolis for a little bit, so I'm gonna do something really interesting and fun. I thought that I would do a quick what's in my bag video because I found this really nice spot that has great lighting, and I have about an hour and a half before this next flight leaves because we're delayed, so why not? So the bag that I'm actually traveling with is my Marc Tote. I am going to North Dakota for a week trip, so, and y'all know, if you watch my original video of me buying this bag, I did buy it specifically for work because I thought that it was big, it had like great zips, I could store a ton of things in it, so I thought that it was really functional. So this is actually going to be my first time taking it out on a work trip, so I'm really excited that I get to test it out this way. It is a little bit heavy because I ended up putting two of my laptops in it. One of my laptops I typically keep in my carry-on, but because they had to check my carry-on bag in the first flight that got turned back around, I actually ended up taking it out of my carry-on and putting it into my handbag. So this has a little bit extra weight to it, and I'm not gonna lie, my shoulder hurts in a little bit, but it is what it is. But let me show you guys very quickly what I have in my bag, just so you can know if you want to try the Marc Tote. So far, I really like it. I do have it in the leather version, and I believe the shade is called Cognac. I may have made that up, but I will put the shade in down below. But I have been loving it. It feels really sturdy. I am a little bit concerned about how much things I have in it because, like I said, it is quite heavy right now. But so far, it doesn't seem to be showing any wear or tear in terms of the shoulders with the added weight. But definitely don't recommend loading up as much as I did. Anyways, I realize I've said all these things and I haven't introduced myself. So if this is your first time watching me, welcome. I'm Jamila. I love all things makeup and beauty, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks on how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Now this is a very different video, so I know you heard me say in the intro that my sort of focus is beauty, but I'm trying to get into vlogs. I'm trying to show a little bit more of my life, a little bit more of the things that I'm into. Some fashion, some beauty, some handbags, and all that other fun jazz are going to be mixed in. So this should be fun. Alright, so starting off, I'm actually using about 4 of the things that I have in my bag as this little makeshift stand. It's real ghetto, you guys. I'm right by the window, and I'll turn it around so you guys can see. But I'm right by this huge window that has like a view of some of the planes because we're next to a couple of the terminals. But the lighting was too good to let it go to waste. So I stacked some of the things in my bag up so that I have a little bit of a stand. Real ghetto, y'all. I do have a tripod, but it's in my carry-on, which they had to check. So I guess note to self, keep it with you. You know, because you never know when you might just get stuck and you don't have access to your carry-on. Anyways, so the first thing that I want to show you guys is that I have a reusable water bottle. This is my water bottle from my alma mater, Rutgers. I am a Rutgers Wellstein alum. It's just a standard stainless steel water bottle. It fits really easily into my bag. I know some people prefer the kind of flat water bottles. I would be interested in getting one of those, but I don't know if I necessarily want to pick that up just yet. You know what I mean? But for right now, this is actually brand new. I won this at a mixer that they had a couple months ago, and so far I really like it. So this is the first thing that I want to show you guys that actually fits in my bag really nicely. Next, I actually fit 2 laptops in my bag. So this is actually my work laptop. This is pretty heavy. One of the issues that I have with our work laptops, but that fits really comfortably in my bag. And also I have my personal laptop. So I have the MacBook Air, which is relatively light. I love how light and easy it is to carry. And then I purchased this sleeve from Amazon, and I'll be sure to link this down below. So my MacBook Air fits in the sleeve really easily, and the sleeve with the laptop plus the other laptop fits very comfortably. And I apologize for the background noise. I hope it's not too annoying for you guys. So what I really like about this sleeve is that it actually has pockets on the inside too, so you could store some other things in here in addition to your laptop. It does also come with a mouse pad and another little pouch where you could actually store like your charger and other cords too, because it's a really nice set. It's a 3-piece set, and I really love this kind of lilac color because I'm really into like the light pinks and the lilacs, so I think that one actually works really well for me and for the purpose of storing my MacBook. It also, even though it is quite thin overall, it does feel like it has a little bit of cushion and protection to it. Not all of the cushion and protection, but enough where I feel like it's gonna help it not get scratched. If it were to get jostled a little bit, it would be completely fine. So I really like the quality of that so far. And it is a leathery material, so you can just wipe it clean if you get any sort of dirt, foundation or anything on that, which is great. Next, I have my wallet. So this is actually one that I got from TJ Maxx. I really love it because there's an open part here for like your cards, and then you have a separate part on top here for like your money, and then a coin pouch. I always liked being able to separate my cards from my money, from my coins. So this was a really fun purchase. It's by the brand Radley, so it has a little dog on it too, which I think is super cute. So of course I had to carry my wallet with me. Next, I actually want to show you guys the carrier that I have for my bag. Now, a lot of times you'll see people who have totes, they purchase an insert for their tote bag. And I wanted to do that for this one because of how big the opening is with Marc Jacobs tote. I wanted to have something that could act as dividers, because if I threw everything in there, it was just going to become like a completely jostled mess, especially for some of these smaller things that I have. Now, I did end up going with this mesh organizer that is a cloth material, and it doesn't have a ton of structure to it. And honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because it doesn't have a ton of structure to it, and this is actually quite small for the size of the bag, I feel like it doesn't really hold its shape very well with this bag, and it doesn't keep the structure that I wanted to. So I think I might actually end up using this in my medium Marc Jacobs tote instead, and getting another more sturdy one for this one that holds its shape even better. Now, taking the fact that the structure of this isn't the best aside, I do want to say that it has a lot of great pockets that I really enjoy using. So first and foremost, it does have like the large open pocket, and what I do appreciate about it is that you could actually clip the sides of this, either at the top or the bottom, to make it wider. So you can be as wide as you want or as small as you want if you want to cinch the top part of it to make it a little bit smaller. So I do appreciate that factor to it. Now, in the open pocket, I have a couple of random things. I have my sunglasses, because you just never know, it's always going to be sunny. I do have these press-on nails, which were a leave over from my last trip to Trinidad, so I need to take those out. This is actually a nice phone case to be used on planes. It's supposed to be able to just attach to things really easily. I didn't get a chance to try it on the plane because I don't know how to use it. I haven't figured it out very well yet, so I have to figure out how to use that and where it attaches to, because I find that the grip fit isn't the best. It's not like the best structurally. I have a giant pack of gum. I chew a lot of gum. I always have gum in like all of my places. I have these reusable headphones that they gave us for free on the plane. My AirPods. So I have my AirPod case, car keys, and that's about it. Just some rubbish. So some receipts there. So that's what's in the big pocket. And I do have some things in the side pockets as well as in the zipped part of this. Again, I love the amount of pockets that this has. So in addition to the giant pocket in the middle, it has a pocket here. So it has two pockets here, and then two mesh pockets, and that is on either side of it, plus two zipped pockets up top here. And those zipped pockets, let's start there first, those are perfect for things that you want to keep hidden so that it's really discreet. And this is really important because the Marc Jacobs tote does not have any pockets. So if there are things that you want to be a little tucked away, it's very, very hard to do that because there are no real hidden pockets. There's one little zippered pocket, but it's not that hidden. So I do keep some pads in this zipped part here because, of course, I need to be a little discreet with it. I don't want to just flop it around in my bag. And then in the outside pockets, I have my Super Goop sunscreen spray, which I really want to be testing out because I want to make sure that I can actually reapply sunscreen. I have my Rare Beauty blotting sheet. So this is actually a Rare Beauty powder plus some blotting sheets. And I haven't even used it yet. I do have some mints on me though, and I have some Power Mints. This is from Trinidad, so I made sure I packed some Power Mints because I have a little bit of a cough that I'm getting over. And honestly, when you're on a flight, you want to make sure your breath smells fine. So you don't want to pack. So you need to have some mints tucked in there, right? I have some off because when I was in Trinidad, mosquito, like for real mosquito. Now this is supposed to be an antiseptic, so you put it on after you've gotten bitten by mosquitoes, and I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it says it says bite and itch relief. I have some Tide to go because you never know when you're gonna make a little mess. I have my key card for my job, my Pat-A-Day eye drops because Mother Nature hates me and my eyes are hella itchy, and some deodorant because, you know, things like this happen where your flight gets delayed and you want to make sure you're not funky, you want to make sure you're fresh. So I always recommend packing some deodorant, and you can get these deodorants, like these little travel size ones, at like a Dollar Tree, so you're not you're not super stinky. So I like to make sure that I have a travel size deodorant with me in my handbag just in case. So that is pretty much it. Oh, okay. Sorry, an Air Force plane just flew by and it's huge. Wow. So that is it for that little divider organizer thing. So in terms of the rest of my bag, I do have some random just garbage. So these are things that I need to throw away. I didn't do a lot of unpacking coming from my trip from Trinidad, so I have some receipts and all those random things there that I need to get rid of. And like I was telling you guys, the bag actually has one big component. So there is a zippered part here that you can store some things in. There are two places here for storage, and then there's a card slot. I don't use the card slot. I don't anticipate that I'm going to use the card slot, so it's just kind of there for style. Now in the zippered part of the compartment that I just showed you guys, again, more rubbish. So some of these like my passport case with no passport in it because it's at home, so I need to take this out. Some like old boarding passes and stuff, and the Marc Jacobs little card booklet thing that comes when you purchase the bag. So that's what's in there. Oh, I do have, and this is where I'm going to be keeping a lot of my receipts from this trip because it is a work trip and I need to get reimbursed for some things. I'm just going to make sure that I store my receipts in there so I don't lose it. Now, in one of the two slots that I showed you guys, I have some blotting paper because I wear makeup and I want to make sure that I'm blotting, which it's a bit redundant, I'll admit that, because I do have the Rare Beauty blotting powder and paper, and I have some blotting sheets. So I will need to do some consolidating when I get home. I also have this Buxom lipstick in the shade Angel. Jesus, I can't believe I just dropped it. I have to sanitize this, but it's almost done. So I think I'm trying to pan this, so I have that. And then in the second pocket, I have this Tote 28 gloss. I find that this is actually kind of like a cross between a gloss and a lip oil, which I really like because I think it gives like enough pigment but not too much, and it does give a lot of hydration, which I noticed. I have my Blend Bunny lip oil in the shade Love Bite. I have been obsessed with this. I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now. I think it gives great color. Like, I've used a pretty significant chunk of this, and this just came out. I have a compact mirror because we all need to be able to see ourselves. And this is Vanilla Woods fragrance. I don't know how that ended up in there, but it's there. So I think, you know, travel fragrances, that's also something really good that you might want to keep in your bag. And that's it. That is all. Oh wait, no, I have to turn around and show you guys the rest of the stuff that I have in my bag because I did keep a couple other things. So let me turn you guys around. So just so you see, this is where I had you all propped up and I was filming. So I was using this little stand here as my filming station. Cute little background. You can see the planes here. You see some of the planes taking off too sometimes, which is nice. It's a good little view. Oh, there you go. There's one right now. Okay, so let me show you the 4 things that I had propped up, and I'm gonna move it over here for some better lighting for you guys. So the first thing that I have is this Colleen Hoover Verity book that I started reading. I am not sure how I feel about this just yet, so it's a little slow start for me. So yeah, I also have this is just a notebook, so whenever I just need to write little notes, whether it be work notes, personal notes, I just always like to keep a little notebook with me to write things down. Funny enough, I have no idea where I put all of my pens, and I don't seem to find any in my bag, so I'll have to find a pen at the hotel. Then I have my Pat McGrath pouch. This was actually a free gift, and I love it because I use this to store all of my electronics, my cords. So I have my MacBook cord, a cord for my phone charger, and all that fun jazz. All of that is stored here. And then this case is my filming stuff. So this has my hard drive, it has my SD cards, and it has, yes, so this is my hard drive, this is my SD cards, and this is the little thing that I plug into my computer to be able to read the SD cards. So that's that. So yeah, those are all the things that fit in my Marc Jacobs tote bag. Now I'm gonna repack this, probably go see if I can find a little snack before the next flight. I still have a little bit of time before it takes off, but I just want to see if I can find something to eat, something to drink, and just settle in for a little bit, charge my phone. Oh, let me turn you all back. So like I was saying, I do have some time before the next flight, so I do want to see if I can go find something to eat, something to drink, charge my phone for a little bit, and just relax. I'm already going to be getting in late to the hotel, and I don't know, I feel like this leg of traveling, I've been a little bit nauseous, which, you know what, that's fair, because I just started my period, so you know, my stomach is doing a lot of things. I have a headache, I'm bloated, all that fun jazz. It's a lot, y'all. So because of all of that, I have not enjoyed flying, and I've been flying since 12 o'clock this afternoon, and now with this plane leaving at 7:30, I won't be getting in until like maybe 8:30. So that's a long day of flying to still be in America. I feel like if I'm getting on a plane for that long, I should be in Hawaii, I should be in Europe. But okay, we gonna let it go. We gonna let it go. This is a work trip. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what was in my Marc Jacobs tote. I hope you did not mind this kind of very impromptu, weird filming setup and background. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you. I appreciate you more than you know. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.